Hello and welcome to our how-to video series, No ePro. Today what I'd like to show you is how to do a change order of a purchase order in PeopleSoft. The way we used to do change orders is we would turn in a PO adjustment form. That form would get routed to purchasing. There would be some review, some sign-off, and then the change order would be approved and we would go from there. In PeopleSoft, change orders are really simple and it involves a few clicks and some changes and saved and sent off for approval. So today I'd like to show you that easy process here. So we are in PeopleSoft and I'm going to go to main menu. I'm going to go to purchasing. I'm going to go to purchase orders and I want to look at update POs. It's going to take me to the purchase order page. As we know, it's going to default to add a new value and it's going to default to the business unit that you're assigned to. You're going to want to click find an existing value tab. And like all PeopleSoft search pages, you can search with various criteria. If you know the supplier name, if you happen to know the actual PO itself, there's a lot of various factors here that you will use. But for this section, what we're looking for are purchase orders based on my business unit. So I'm looking for a purchase order that's under DFA, and I'm going to look for the purchase order in question because I need to do a change order. Now, a change order could be because if you have a blanket PO, say for a certain dollar amount, and you just need to add more funds to that blanket PO, you would do a change order. Say you put an office supply order in and you ordered 5 of the items, but you realize, oops, I only needed to order 3, or I needed to order, say, 8. You would do a change order on the purchase order to let the supplier know that, hey, I've made a change to my original order. So what we're going to do is look up a PO here. I've typed in my PO number. I'm going to hit search, and it pulls up the purchase order page. So some basic information tells you who the vendor is, the status of the purchase order. In this case, it's been dispatched. Budget check is valid, which is good. That's what we want to see. Here, it's a one-line purchase order for $3,000. It is a service, so this looks like a blanket purchase order setup. So let's say that I need to increase this, knowing that, hey, I actually need about $6,000 on this purchase order. So very, very simple. I'm going to click this change order icon here, little triangle. I'm going to hit that. And I'm going to go ahead and make my changes here. Say I'm going to go to $6,000. And I'm going to hit save. Once it's completed, once it finishes its save process, it now shows that this PO is now in pending approval status and that the budget check is now set to not check. What it's looking for is pending approval is there's a list of people who need to review this change order to ensure that the supervisor or the department agrees that we need to do a change order. If I click view approvals here, it's going to show me the workflow of who needs to review and approve this document. In this case, we have a fiscal manager that needs to review, and then it's going to go on to a pool of reviewers. If I want to see that pool of reviewers, I simply click that link, and it gives me the 2 names in this pool that will be the approvers as well. If I wanted to add somebody, if I felt the need that somebody else needed to review this change order, I simply can click this icon here. I can look up the person that I need to look up. I can select my person, and then I have inserted them in the workflow. I'm going to hit apply approval changes so the system knows to capture that. And then I have now added a person in the workflow. I can simply click return to purchase order, and it's going to take me back to my page. And again, it's going to be in a pending status, and it's going to be in a budget status of not checked until final approval. Once all the people in that workflow approve the document, PeopleSoft will automatically source it, send the change to the vendor, and they will get the updated purchase order. So that's it. That's how to create a purchase order in PeopleSoft. It's very simple. It's a very simple of looking up the PO in question, selecting the change order icon, making the change down below, and hitting save, and then waiting for your department to sign off on the change order. I hope you found this video very useful. Please be on the lookout for other videos on how to conduct some basic functions in the ePro module in PeopleSoft. Thank you so much.